What's going on, my retro squad? We are back up in this thing with another Lil Dicky reaction, man. And we got Lil Dicky, Russell Westbrook on a farm. And we taking it back to the roots, man. I think I looked at this set of like 10 years old. I ain't even know nothing about this. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, but we here though. Lil Dicky, Russell Westbrook on a farm. Nothing was quite the way it used to be before. And that's, let me let y'all in on a little insight too. Like, this cover art is from Drake's Nothing Was the Same album, and that's my favorite album of all time. That album got me through some hard times, but it was titled Nothing Was the Same. But I like how he playing off of it right out the gate, and he giving us this same beat. I think it was Pound Cake with Drake and Jay-Z, if I ain't mistaken. Nothing was quite the way it used to be before. I love that, man. It's about to be amazing. Nostalgic.
Ain't no doubt about it, shit is coming. And I'm just praying that Lil Dicky love it. Always told myself that this the type of shit I wanted. I was being honest, even made a promise. Not with anybody else, this was inner conscious. Talking to my fucking self, that's a little bonkers. I know, I still got a lot of shit to conquer. I hope, that ain't even my concern though. You know I'll be working till I get what I deserve. Whatever totems I can personally, you know I'ma earn those. This ain't even...
Okay, so I like how he's setting the stage right here. You know, talking to myself. Having them inner thoughts with my conscience, you know, them self-reflecting moments. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself, telling myself, like, you got this, man. We in it to win it. You can do this. And just keeping yourself uplifted. I love how you setting the stage right there.
Else, this was inner conscious. Talking to my fucking self, that's a little bonkers. I know, I still got a lot of shit to conquer. I hope, that ain't even my concern though. You know I'll be working till I get what I deserve. Whatever totems I can personally, you know I'ma earn those. This ain't even about some shit up on a checklist. This about the fact that I'm about to test this. I'm about to figure out what my best is. I can't avoid it because now your boy invested. And I ain't got a choice except to smile and accept it. Pretty reckless, pretty restless, cause I've lived my...
I like that. Like, I ain't asked for this. You know, it just kind of came to me, but now I gotta accept it. And I gotta put in the work now. So you know what I'm saying? So I could get what done came to me and go ahead and just elevate it. And the thing that I like about this even more, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, obviously he got the Dave series out, of which I done referenced it probably in every one of the Lil Dicky reactions that I've done so far. But it's almost like he done manifested, or right here he manifesting things into what it is now. And I done told y'all before, I've been listening to Lil Dicky for years now, like well before the stuff that he got going on now. But this one flew up under the radar. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't know about this particular song, but I've been listening to Lil Dicky for years, and I done seen a lot of different like interviews and podcasts and stuff where he talked about it, and it was like rap wasn't the first thing that he had in mind. He always wanted to be into the comedic space. You know, doing movies, scripts, and all of that type of stuff, in which, you know, he got Dave and everything now, so I'm happy for him for that. But he was just kind of good at rap, and like naturally in a sense. So he wanted to use rap to be able to boost up his comedy career, because that's what his heart was really at. It wasn't set on rap. Like I say, he was just good at it, so he wanted to use it for the comedy space. But that's one of the things that he done talked about a lot, and I just love it about him, man.
Except to smile and accept it. Pretty reckless, pretty restless, cause I've lived my life expecting love to come the second my attempt was done. And yeah, I guess to some extent I was correct, because I'm getting buzzed, but now I'm about to be ubiquitous. Look it up, yeah, or that's at least what I'm assuming. But as alluded to, reality is looming. And now your dude about to make a move and take the truth and hope to God that when he threw that what he thought about is proven. But honestly, I'm not afraid that it's delusion. I'm hot enough to where I know it's not illusion. But obviously I've been finding this confusing. This ain't even close to what I thought I would be doing. Don't get me wrong, I was born to be big, but I always figured it would be the comedy thing. So I started rapping just to see what drama it brings. What big dogs from sitcoms would holler at me. And as the
See, that's crazy. And like I told y'all, I ain't never even heard this song, and he literally just detailed what I said. But like I told y'all, I have seen a lot of podcasts and interviews and stuff, and he talk about it all the time. It's like rap was not his first route. He wanted to use that for the comedy because the comedy is where he wanted to go. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
But obviously I've been finding this confusing. This ain't even close to what I thought I would be doing. Don't get me wrong, I was born to be big, but I always figured it would be the comedy thing. So I started rapping just to see what drama it brings. What big dogs from sitcoms would holler at me. And as the time passed, I rhymed fast, the lines crafted was high class as I mastered my crafting. Goddamn, who'd have thought it'd get like this? Back in 2010, music wouldn't make that list. I'm talking top 5 to 10 strengths with no wings. I would not lie, my pen dry with no ink. Or that's at least what I thought, till I clawed and scratched the pen till I saw a line draw. Then I could have let bygones be bygones, but I really wanted to rhyme till my line drawn.
Come on, man. Like, and see, the other thing about it too, like I told y'all, this was not his first path, but he was just good at it. And just pay attention to the different flow switches and the different pockets that he jumping in and out of. And like, well, you got a lot of artists that they have to put in so much time to be able to do that. And which I imagine, of course, he put in some time to be able to rap and freestyle and all of this, like have these different cadences and stuff. But it just seems so natural and so easy for him right now. Like, just the way that he able to jump in and out of them pockets. And it's one of them things because you look at Lil Dicky and the way that he act, you know, he not your typical rapper. You know, as far as the prototype and what all goes into rappers and stuff like that, the lifestyle and the aura, the way that they act and all of that stuff, Lil Dicky don't fit into none of that, but he got bars. I'm talking about bars. And y'all just have to go back and listen to some of his older stuff as well. But I did detail it in one of my other reactions, but his professional rapper album, that was the one, aside from his freestyle on Sway and all of that stuff, that professional rapper album, that was the one that really locked me in on Lil Dicky, man. And I just, like, you know, I've been in love with him since then. But I do love the fact that he putting out more music now and he getting back into that, you know, artistic phase with his rapping stuff.
Coulda let bygones be bygones, but I really wanted to rhyme till my line drawn. Like, where the fuck is my peak at? Not brown, but I make it pop, then I beat that. Not crowned yet, but I don't think I decreed that. Not loud.
Not brown, but I made it pop. Was that a James Brown reference? Oh.
Wanted to rhyme till my line drawn. Like, where the fuck is my peak at? Not brown, but I make it pop, then I beat that. Not crowned yet, but I don't think I decreed that. Not loud, but you know I'm ready to tweet that. I just really hope I'm ready to be that. Now you seeing where D's at, cause even though I'm softer than the tissue, I ain't nothing to sneeze at. I'm smarter, where the fuck your degrees at? And I ain't harder, but I'm hotter, homie, where the fuck your degrees at? I'm about to come.
That wordplay with degrees. You know, see, I told y'all he got bars, and look at the rhyme scheme and the way that he just worked all of that right there, and that little quick little few bars that he just dropped.
Where D's at, cause even though I'm softer yet, but I don't think I decreed that. Not loud, but you know I'm ready to tweet that. I just really hope I'm ready to be that. Now you seeing where D's at, cause even though I'm softer than the tissue, I ain't nothing to sneeze at. I'm smarter, where the fuck your degrees at? And I ain't harder, but I'm hotter, homie, where the fuck your degrees at? I'm about to come in and desaturate the sheet rap today and evaporate the feedback I hate. I elaborate at a later date.
Do. Come on, man. I told y'all, like, these different pockets and flow switches that he got, man.
I'm about to come in and desaturate the sheet rap today and evaporate the feedback I hate. I elaborate at a later date. But I'm getting off the point with the player hate. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of a slave to my ambition. I ain't quitting till my shit is appraised. And I admit it, I predicted where I finish is crazy. But that just means that it's further away. So, Bird about to work until he turn in his grave. It's really burdensome when earning something's fun for the...
Bird about to work until he turn in his grave. And like, everything that he just detailed right there, we putting in that work. That's what I'm like, we putting in that work. That's all we own right now.
Fuck was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of a slave to my ambition. I ain't quitting till my shit is appraised. And I admit it, I predicted where I finish is crazy. But that just means that it's further away. So, Bird about to work until he turn in his grave. It's really burdensome when earning something's fun for the day. But I'm concerned about the burning out from up in the stakes.
And if y'all didn't know, Dave Bird is his actual name.
Means that it's further away. So, Bird about to work until he turn in his grave. It's really burdensome when earning something's fun for the day. But I'm concerned about the burning out from up in the stakes. I'm always up in the stakes.
Yes,
I'm taking dinner meetings in New York, always up for the stakes. We exploring the discussion, the great. They assuring me that when I'm more elite, I'll be secure and amazed. But this isn't insecurity, man. Like, this the opposite of that. Confidence and fag. My biggest problem is I can't honestly relax. Because inside of me a damn odyssey and acts. And I made a promise that I can't be the body to stop and think I need a lobotomy. Lil Dicky, the prophecy, little bit of anomaly. Not a commodity, not a facade or a lie to the comedy. Prodigies commonly brought up with Dicky. Feeling weird, let me think of an analogy. Just imagine for a second, what if Russell Westbrook never knew his own mentality? Grew up on a farm where the biggest commonality was people that conform to the ruralist localities.
Hold on. So we finna get into some deep storytelling right here. So he just, I'm guessing he finna go into a second half right here, cause in his first part, he kind of detailing like, you know, the whole thing I was telling y'all about with rapping versus comedy and stuff like that. But now he's right before he got into that Russell Westbrook scheme or, you know, analogy, as he said, he was like, I know I just told y'all the story and the kind of like the upbringing, what's going on and stuff, but let me give y'all a different analogy so that y'all can understand from a different perspective. And he finna take Russell Westbrook, which is a basketball player, and maybe give him like some type of, the title is Russell Westbrook on the forum, so I'm guessing he finna tie in some type of Russell Westbrook farm analogy just so we can understand it from a different perspective. And I don't think Russell Westbrook has a farming background, but I could be wrong because I don't know a lot about Russell Westbrook like that, other than he is a triple-double machine, or the old Westbrook is. But let's see where he finna go with this though.
A lie to the comedy, prodigies commonly brought up with Dicky. Feeling weird, let me think of an analogy. Just imagine for a second, what if Russell Westbrook never knew his own mentality? Grew up on a farm where the biggest commonality was people that conform to the ruralist localities. To Russell though, it was nothing but normality. And he really nice up on the plow in actuality. Everybody liked the kid and dug his personality. And so the mutuality was somewhat rationality. So they
plow digging. I like how you slipped that in, but it seemed like this is Russell Westbrook before playing basketball. And that's tied in, like I said, with the Lil Dicky rapping and comedy and stuff. So it's like, what if Russell Westbrook never picked up a basketball? Like, they got him on the farm, in which he was nice on the farm. Like, but that's all it was, because everything was natural, everything was normal. That was life. Russell Westbrook just being on the farm. Like, not knowing nothing about basketball.
Though it was nothing but normality. And he really nice up on the plow in actuality. Everybody liked the kid and dug his personality. And so the mutuality was somewhat rationality. So then your man made a plan of practicality. Not even a plan, it was more of a formality. Get a little land and attend to its vitality. Then raise a little fam till it all became finality. The strategy was just to stay in the course and do your chores. When you're happy, you ain't need to abort. Never explored nothing unless he roll around on his horse. Then one day he was up on his horse. That's when he went past the porch. The path he normally passes forth was fast and short. Was after.
Let me hear that again. We got a couple of things working right here.
Get a little land and attend to its vitality. Then raise a little fam till it all became finality. The strategy was just to stay in the course and do your chores. When you're happy, you ain't need to abort. Never explored nothing unless he roll around on his horse. The one.
So right there, he was like, you know, you never explored nothing else. So all this time he got this other talent, which is basketball, but he never explored it because he was just always on the farm. And that goes back to everything just being normal, life being normal. We ain't worried about nothing else. We just focusing on what's right here in front of us. But then he was like, he didn't explore nothing unless he got up on his horse. But then he went past the porch. The porch. But it seemed like he bent that a little bit because we got Porsche, which is a lot of horsepower. So y'all, you see how I told you he played with them words and stuff and bend them and everything, and that was just a weird little thing right there. And I could be reaching, I don't know, but it seemed like he just played around with some wordplay right there. Y'all have to let me know down below.
You're happy, you ain't need to abort, never explored nothing unless he roll around on his horse. Then one day he was up on his horse. That's when he went past the porch. The path he normally passes forth was fast and short, was after more, went faster north. The master lord, a master more, and then discovered the court. He like, yeah, let me down, Tim. Hopped off, looking puzzled at the round rim. Saw a ball up in the corner on the ground, and Russell started dribbling and giggling, astounded. Then he shot a brick and then a brick and then he downed it. And when he hit it, Russell listened to the fucking sound frick. Shouldn't have been a swish make, and he was confounded because he knew that he had found him. But right now,
that's it. And that small moment, right? I love the storytelling. I love it. But that small moment, you know, he just riding on the horse. He see a basketball court and he like, I guess Tim is the horse name. So he like, Tim, let me down. You know what I'm saying? He pick up the ball, shoot a couple shots, brick. And it's crazy because he done got the name now, Russell Westbrook. But, you know, he shoot a couple bricks and then he finally hit one, nothing but net. And he, like, the moment that he hit one, it just hit him like, this is what I want to do. And that, I love how he tied that in because you can use that in your regular life and stuff. You know, you going about your regular day, working, doing the same thing, your 9 to 5 over and over. And then you just pick up that one thing. And I can actually just tie that in to me because, you know, which y'all know I work every day and stuff, family man, all of that type of stuff. But I have found myself over the past, I want to say like 3 years ago, I believe, I kind of started, you know, watching more and more reaction channels and stuff. And, you know, I was telling myself, like, I feel like I can do this because I was enjoying it so much. And I just bought a camera and just set it up one day. And I'm like bumping, I'm going to just give it a try. And from the first video that I put out, it was something like a different type of joy that came over me. And, you know, I just had that feeling like this is what I want to do. Like, I enjoy doing this. And it don't just have to be reactions, you know, like making content that could tie into anything that you're doing. Like you might pick up a shovel one day and it the same type of feeling might hit you. Like you might flip a burger one day, the same type, like I ain't knocking nothing that you do. But if you get that feeling, then just run with it and you never know what it'll lead to. And I love how he just tied that analogy into, you know, Russell Westbrook on the farm, picking up the basketball, and now look at where he at. Like, it's crazy.
And the brick and then he downed it. And when he hit it, Russell listened to the fucking sound frick. Shouldn't have been a swish make, and he was confounded because he knew that he had found him. But right now it was still for the fun, just a way to kill the time when the farming was done. Then the walking turned to running, and the hopping turned to jumping and dunking. And Russell had to keep coming because the youngin' was fucking disgusting and loving and running it. All of a sudden the public started to come in abundance and fuck with him cause he was butter and hungry cause stories are glory. Now normally for people like him, then the word got around up to ESPN, and they flying Russell down to compete in the gym. Bunch of grown men looking to belittle the kid because to those men, ball was the reason to live. And the goats, they been.
I like that. A bunch of grown men belittling the kid. Little kid. Looking down on him, though, because he was a kid. But he had so much talent that things started moving for me. You could tie that same thing into Lil Dicky, like he was saying. He wanted to take the comedic route. But he started rapping, and he just happened to be good at it. So he started getting so much notoriety, so much publicity, and it just took off.
sound up to ESPN, and they flying Russell down to compete in the gym. Bunch of grown men looking to belittle the kid, because to those men, ball was the reason to live. And the goats, they've been all in since they was kids. So this goat on the motherfucker look like a dick, and even though Russell knows that, he doesn't submit. He just chills with a grin, and then the game started, and this motherfucker take charge, make it rain hard, D up on these bitches, making children of men, looking better than his predecessors ever could get. Turn the animosity to respect, and then the Thunder called him, said they heard a lot about the ballin', told him that they wanna get involved in, showed him all the shit that you can get up in the league is so appalling. Oklahoma City in the autumn, hella pretty awesome, everybody laud him, every bitty looking like they're really fucking falling. Condominium is so legitimate, it's sprawling, and this motherfucker on the court straight ballin', cash all up in that.
Come on, then he ended it with cash, and that's the beat that, you know what I'm saying, cash rules everything around me, cream. But in which a lot of y'all it's crazy because it done been so long, and it's such a gap in the generation. A lot of people don't even know that Westbrook started off with the OKC Thunder, and because y'all see him on the Clippers now, he been with the Lakers, Rockets, like he done been with so many different teams now. A lot of people just don't know that, but the way that he detailing this and giving us this story, tying Russell Westbrook with the farm, and then tying it back into him, you know, juggling that rapping and comedy stuff, like it's crazy.
Everybody laud him, every bitty looking like they're really fucking falling. Condominium is so legitimate, it's sprawling, and this motherfucker on the court straight ballin', cash all up in that ass, lolling at the past like, where the fuck would I be at up on the other path, right? If I never stumble upon the game and think of that life, shit.
Come on, man.
Who taking care of my farm? Who taking care of my farm? Who taking care of my farm?
I like that.
Really love.
See, I like that, because you wondering where would I be if I would have just stayed on the farm and never picked up a basketball, never even seen a basketball court. But also Lil Dicky, where would I be if I would have just, you know, stuck with the company and never tried to venture off into rapping? Or you can even take it another route and saying, where would I be if I would have never even tried the comedy too? Like if I would have just been that regular working person, like where would I be now? And it, like, just to think about the TV series and how good it is and how big it is as well. Like if he would have never tried that, where would he be? Would he just still be rapping? Like who knows? Get out and take that chance. You know what I'm saying?
My farm. Who taking care of my farm? I really love that farm. K.
Jay-Z.
500 million, now that's a pound cake, according to Jay-Z and Drake.
Yes,
but greatness ain't about cake.
greatness ain't about the. Come on, man. I like that.
500 million, now that's a pound cake, according to Jay-Z and Drake. But greatness ain't about cake.
Wow. Boy, you outdone yourself with that one. And I'm low-key mad at myself because, like I told y'all, I'm a big Lil Dicky fan, and I done listened to a lot of his music for years, but I never knew about this one though. And where was I? And like I don't know. But better late than never, man. I'm glad that this flew up under my radar so that I could check it out. And I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I love the storytelling that Lil Dicky got. And I just love the whole story behind him too. And like, you know, not taking that same route that everybody else took. Like he carved out his own path and was still able to be successful in the end like he wanted it and stuff. But like I said, I hope that y'all enjoyed it. If y'all got some more Lil Dicky stuff that y'all want me to check out, y'all definitely drop it low in the comment section, man. And that's gonna do it. Y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay positive and stay smiling. And without further ado, this is your boy Retro Quin. I'm out.